So, you've got your new camera, top of the line, 4K. You've shot your film and you've gone through the edit, and now you spent hours painstakingly crafting the perfect colour grade for it. It's time to deliver it. You've uploaded it to YouTube and you're watching it on your phone or on a TV at your mate's house, and you realise it looks absolutely terrible. The colours are all murky, it's desaturated, there's no contrast. I'm going to tell you why. Your monitor is just not calibrated. If you're a creator producing any kind of content that requires post-colour work, a calibrated display is a must. And it isn't just limited to photo and video work. If you're a illustrator, graphic design artist, even publicist, you may still benefit from a well-calibrated display. For those of you that are new to this, each monitor, even those of the same model, each have their own characteristics, whether it be colour shades, contrast rendition, or even brightness. This makes getting consistent and predictable results across the board a challenge, and that is where monitor calibration comes in. Now I know what you're thinking. You can just calibrate your display using the built-in tools on Windows and Mac. And whilst you're correct, this will only get you really acceptable results. And the problem with these is they are a very subjective way of looking at colour calibration. You can get it all looking great, but at the end of the day, it's you as the user deciding what you think is acceptable. But what if I told you there was a way to guarantee objectively accurate colour? That's where one of these comes in. The SpyderX is a dedicated tool and accompanying software which allows you to get objectively accurate colour. It comes in two versions, the Pro version and the Elite version, priced at $159 and $239. Now, we're going to be using the Elite version in this video because that's the one designed for video work. Now, Datacolor claim that the SpyderX is a completely new and more accurate way of measuring colour. Groundbreaking lens-based colour engine technology features high light sensitivity and more advanced sensors, so you can experience significantly more precise screen colour, white balance, and shadow detail. And we have good reason to believe Datacolor. They have been pioneers of colour management solutions since the 70s, and they're well renowned as an industry leader in film production. The SpyderX comes well packaged in a nice glossy box with everything you need to get going. This includes instructions on how to download the all-important companion software. Once installed, the calibration process is very user-friendly, with the software guiding you through each step of the way. Launching the calibration wizard will prompt you to carry out a few pre-calibration checks, making sure the monitor is warmed up, checking there's no direct light falling onto the monitor that you are calibrating, and then resetting the monitor to factory settings. Next up, plug that bad boy in, using the USB Type-A cable, which is a generous 1.5 meters in length. The wizard will then ask you what type of display technology your monitor is using, whether it's wide LED, standard LED, general, or GB LED. This ensures that the tool is measuring using parameters that are appropriate for the type of display technology that's being used. This is a fantastic feature, however, sometimes it can be hard to find out what type of technology your display is using. Now, any doubts? A few minutes on Google and you should have an answer. Next, the wizard will ask you what kind of workflow you would prefer when calibrating. Step-by-step, studio match, or expert console. For the purpose of this video, we're going to be using the step-by-step. Now, if you're calibrating a monitor for the first time, you're going to want to use the full cal option, which will do a full calibration from scratch. The other two, they should be self-explanatory. So now all it's left to do is place your SpyderX on the screen ready to go, and there's a handy little guide on the screen which will show you where to place it. Now, just click go and you're on your way to better colour. The process will take about a minute or so to complete, so crack a beer and enjoy a dazzling display of colour. Once complete, Datacolor will declare your screen calibrated and you are good to go. As a way to demonstrate the before and afters, Datacolor has given you a nice selection of images which you can toggle through to see what your monitor looks like calibrated and uncalibrated. And if you have a custom image that springs to mind, you can use that too. To bring it all together, if you've spent a lot of time and effort and money even on a project, you don't want to let it slip at the last moment. The difference between grading on a calibrated monitor and an uncalibrated monitor can be monumental. You don't even want to begin to see what your grade from your uncalibrated monitor looks like on that 8K massive OLED panel that your uncle's just spent an excessive amount of money on. Because as lovely as that is, your image is going to look all kinds of shit. I think I've made my point. Hopefully you'll consider calibrating your monitor and join us in the fight against colour inaccuracy. See you next time.